And share a screen. Right. Let's get going. Oh, yes.
Are you coming to the morning meetings?
Sorry, Sam.
Right. Everything's getting going now. Boom, 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 boom. Apart from show the chat so we can see somebody. Nothing, it's not working. Fundabidozy. Right, let's get going anyway. So yeah, it looks like we're on YouTube. Just have me coffee. Just turn this off. That's it. Right, I'm going to have to. Let's see if we can get this sorted and done by 3:15 if we can. And so I need to get off to an important appointment. Right, gold. Right. Let's follow on from where we did this morning. Quite interestingly. Oh, where's the? Come on, the edge. Right. It was over, last night I did say it was risk sentiment. It was definitely risk off over the past 24 hours. And I did say, have a watch out what a difference a day makes for the markets going back up. And when we did the afternoon edge for the US market, the suggestions were the market was probably going to be buoyant. However, having checked all that, it just shows how wrong the AI and information, live stream information can be. And it just goes to prove that, do you know what? The markets are always right, regardless what we think, what the sentiment what we think the sentiment is. The markets are always right. However, we were on the DAX this morning. We absolutely smashed the DAX this morning. And actually, I have done a buy on the FTSE, dropping through to the S3 level, the wall trade. And this morning it had the S&P as short, DAX as short, but being cautious. Gold was a buy, and we'll look at gold. The bots have been in and out like a what's it, and we've made some money on gold. US crude, that's come up to the area that I wanted it to, and we need to go and have a look at crude. It come up to the 40 level, and we want to use a 15-minute bar reversal on that. Whether we're too late or not, I don't know. Then we could have a look at these this afternoon. Not really interested in the Forex this afternoon. Interested on the indices, gold and crude, because that's where most of our money comes from. So that's the daily edge. And yeah, the other thing that quite interesting is, so if anyone in the room or anyone watching YouTube, I can just pull that up. We do now have 2 videos a day, every day, on the daily edge, giving you 2-minute insights into what's happening on the Northern European session in the mornings and then in the afternoon. So it's November 7th this morning. Markets in a panic, everything coming down, and it gives you under 2-minute heads up of what's going in there. And then the follow on this afternoon with a bit of a tech wobble, gold heading for hitting 4,000, which you can see it clearly has. And this gives you some daily edge insights every single day, and it's now part of my podcast. So if you go onto YouTube and look at podcasts, you can get your daily market info, a quick 2-minute read or 2-minute talky bit, and we'll play that a bit later, and I'll show you what all that is about. So, hi everyone. I best type in. I'm too busy talking. Hi guys. Good afternoon. Hi Simon. Hi Alan. I better put everyone on mute in the room and take the bell off. Ding dong bell, so it's not playing every time someone comes in and out. Radio. So a quick roundup from this morning. So DAX, we're trading DAX short, and we came down and we crashed DAX short, and then we set a trade on DAX to come down for a break, and the market obliged very nicely under the close. We wanted a fractal break, either a 5 minute or, as I set it, was a 3 minute break, and the market went boom, come all the way down, hit our target, and it's a shame, really. It's always a shame when you don't just hit the target, you smash it, and it goes a lot further. It would
There's
be
another
nice.
100 points.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, yeah. Tell us about it, Clive. Do you know what? You can never satisfy a trader, can you? It come down, boom, got some more money. It come down, boom, got some more money. Then you sit there and you think, shit, well, I lost all that. I didn't stay in. But do you know what? Hindsight is the
Oh yeah.
best trader in the world. But yeah, we mullered that. And then that was quite offset by the FTSE giving us a kick up the
I didn't
what,
trade the FTSE.
and you didn't trade it, no.
No, I
So
don't like it.
um, let's let's see. So I was interested in putting a trade on round about the S3, but it's done a double tap on that. So I'm not sure whether I would want to. I want to trade that. The FTSE, of course, has not closed the gap. So there is an opportunity for the market to come off an extreme low, 4 hour low, which um, you know, going back to Wednesday, we could you know, look to see about having a crack at that. So we'll put an alert in there. So, and then crude. I did want crude to come back up, and I think I've been running around like a what's it, and I missed the 60/40. It was in the afternoon report, and it was in the video. Come up to 60/40 and sell it. And even though I put the report out and did the video, I didn't do that because I'm too busy running around at the moment. Um, well, there's a lot on this afternoon. Did anyone take the 15-minute bar reversal?
Yeah, I did, Steve.
Fantastic. Makes it all worthwhile if someone actually picked it up. So Becky's a smart ass. That was a fantastic trade. Well done. I wish I had done that as well, because that was a perfect setup. It doesn't get any better looking than that. But just to the guys that are on YouTube all crying out that the 15-minute guide doesn't say that. Well, that's fine. That's for beginners. And some of our guys in the trading room do start. We're using the 15-minute guide, but once we get a bit more proficient, that's a 415 reversal, and fantastic. I did say 6040. What did it come up to?
36. Something like
Yeah, all right. So I was out by a couple
35.
of pips, but I'm not going to whinge about that. So you can see here, it looks like we've got a bit of consolidation going sideways. So we know what happens. Generally, the market comes down, goes sideways, and drops back in the same direction as it entered a consolidation. So I'm going to put some alerts here. And if we start knocking on the door there, or even coming back up again, then if this breaks, then we really interested in trading that. So yeah, that'd be good. Right. So getting back to the S&P, an American session. So you can see here, look at the close all the way down here. The interesting thing on the 4 hour, when we were looking at this market this morning, it was below the 1 hour, but it was still being supported on an overall trend. Now, what I mentioned this morning is be very, very careful, because with the S&P, I'm not wholly sold on this market crashing off. There'll be loads of YouTubers saying the end is nigh, chicken licking event. But you always get the Mickey Longs who always like to buy the dip. And again, the S&P is known for a lot of harsh dip buying, on harsh dip buying, supporters of the S&P. So I'm a supporter of the dip buy as well. If we can break progressive lower high structure, in other words, here, then I think this is a buy to close this gap. So let's have a look. The ATR today, and just checking, is 11 on the S&P. How far are we off the gap? Oh, well, that could be quite a nice trade, that really. Are we 30 under the swing low? Yes, we are. So what's the size of that candle? I'm just looking for a stop. Right. So what we're going to do, we're going to put a 14 pip stop on and a 14 pip target to give it some wiggle room. I think that will come up and close 1%, not 2 as I had on. And we're looking for this fractal structure here to be broken. So we're looking at 6704.6. I'm going to put that to a round number, 6705. I will turn the fractal on so you can see. So there is a fractal, and if we break these progressive lows, then well, I think we can go in a front run of that close. So there we are. The Dow is the next one. Now for the Dow, where have I put the edge? Right, put that there. Get the. So we want to be at least 75 pips away. 150 would be acceptable. That doesn't look anywhere near that. So let's get down into the detail. This could be very sporty. That fractal structure here is broken, then it began on, I think. 54 and 54, 1%, guys. It will be against the trend. But I think we will probably see some dip buying. I'll turn the frackers on. If we can get that last little move into here, that could be quite tasty. ATR is 70. Normally we wouldn't do that, but you would but you're not doing it on your own, we're doing it together. So I'm looking for that to be nipped up. So we'll keep this up and we'll look at gold. We'll look at gold and we'll look at US tech. And we'll take the 15-minute bar reverse on the US tech. So let's just zoom out a wee bit on the 4 hour, see where we are with the 4 hour. So the Dow is positive on the 4 hours still. It's the 1 hour, it isn't. It's right by camera breakout long. So we've had this initial surge, people putting money in trying to buy the dips. Oh, bugger, we've been stopped out. Right. Now, what I'm interested in is still going into this. This is always the issue. The issue with a less than an ATR stop. Let's see where this market runs to. I would like to have an ATR minimum of 75. We're going to try this one again. I keep saying in the mentoring sessions, just because you win the first trade, don't put your shoulders down and think all is lost. It isn't. The market function is to close that gap. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this 75 pips away at the moment with an ATR impulsive move. In other words, if the market comes back up on this bar that reversed here, the impulsive move a stop should protect us. Let's see what we've got there. I'm just going to put the other what's happened with the other trades. The market's running down. It's quite interesting, man, isn't it? It is going to run all the way. Where is the daily pivot? Where a daily pivot is actually above the close. Technically, that's pretty damn positive for a market function to close that gap. Ideally, they will see the market drop 150 pips below that close. Well, it has, hasn't it? Right. We can change this, guys. We can change this. And I think we'll fade this at 0.5%. And then add on fractals going to the top side. If I could actually type something incorrectly, that would be good. If we can get the movement. There we go. I would have liked it to come a little bit further and have the stop and the Camarilla breakout short, but I'd like to see this market get some sustained candles, even a little bit of green above the daily pivot. Other than that, let's move this up just a touch more to round some numbers up. Were those alerts, were those alerts gold? So we get some rejection pins. I'm just going to turn that pivot off, but not the pivot, the fractal. We'll see where we're going to go. Let's go back and have a look at that crude. I'm trying to look at all the markets at once, which is a little bit difficult. Yes, it was. It was alert triggered. Did anyone take the 15-minute bar? Another 15-minute bar on this? We could take this 15-minute bar that's over and done with in, well, 10 minutes. As I say, we wanted the market to come up. It's done a double tap reversal on the 4 hours. It needed to come up to 6040 into this area here, and then it duly obliged. And then some guys in the room have traded this short. I haven't yet, and we should be short on this. Are the fracker bots short? Oh, the fracker bots are no. Pound Aussie cable and Euro USD are the fracker bots. Yeah. Watch out. We're obviously watching out for this bit of consolidation and here the market coming down and testing here and then bouncing back up. People wanting to buy oil again, but I'd be quite happy to take a break of oil. And a front run of all the BRNs, so 5900 would be one of them, and the ultimate target would be a front run of 58. Take that off because it's already run. We've got 9 minutes to go, so there's quite a bit of time now. If this breaks, and then we're breaking this consolidative action here in the market, I'll come off. Ideal point was what Becky did, wait for the market to come up to 6040 and then come screaming off. That would be the ideal trade, and obviously well into the money now. Yeah, nice 1-to-1 now. But I didn't do it. Right. Just looking at the other charts that we have up. Right. Let's have a look at the S&P. That's just it's falling away. So we didn't get that fractal structure of higher highs coming in, it's come all the way down. We do have a potential C-boss trade. Anyone know what the C-boss trade stop is?
15% ATR.
Absolutely. I was looking for a number, but you're absolutely spot on, yeah. System trades, there we are. It's the 15% ATR, 11 and 11. Let's see if it is a system trade, so always take system trades. If I can get this button pressed in time. Why have I got such a problem with my mouse today? Right, I'm going to hit I will wait manually. Right, can hit it now. That's it. To buy. We can get rid of this one. We don't need this one now. And now we're doing the system trade on the cam trade. It'd be quite interesting actually to look at the market so low. Everything will be priced for a chicken licking event, won't it? So I'm just thinking, I'm just looking at the screen here. Just put the 4-hour on. So we've got market coming all the way down, and I'm just looking at the options, the call options at the moment. 600-700s, what are they priced at the moment? They're 11, 12. I'm kind of liking those to go along, guys, as a call. In other words, will the market actually close above 700 today? The priced in quite nicely, actually, those. So you can see where the price at the moment less than 1%. So I'll just leave that with you if you want to trade that as an option. I'm going to get a few contracts on that, but 30. The market, what we're looking for is a market to recover, at least go up to the close, if not the pivot later on today. So we always do the options when it's out of the money by somewhere, and it is at the moment. So I'm just pressing the button now at 11.78 per contract. So we're at 11.78 per contract now. So we've put that order in. There is no stop. The stop is a time stop on a degradation of time into the close tonight at 9 o'clock UK. So what we're looking for is the market. If the market closes today above 6,700 tonight, then we'll be nicely into the money. System trade, we always do system trades. These work, what, 8 times out of 10. If it fails, then that's just the occasions when it doesn't actually work. Actually, this is still coming down with a bit of gusto, isn't it? People are really worrying that they're absolutely trading with the nerves today, aren't they? Certainly are. Although the options aren't getting any cheaper. Tells me that the brokers think there's a bottom here. We'll see. We can watch this rather than run around a little bit. So a lot of these things have been talked about already and posted around about 11, 12 o'clock for the American markets, and round 9-ish, 9:30 for the Northern European session. So if you're interested in having a video heads up, 2-minute heads up, then have a look at these. Make sure you're subscribed to them. So every time if you subscribe to the channel, every time these are posted, then you'll see them. Can I just play one while we're watching this? This is in the admin view, but I think we can
For
play
the
one.
first time in 13 years,
Bloody
I'm opening the
adverts.
doors to my trading legacy. Live this.
Okay, let's talk about November 6th, 2025. Markets around the world saw a whole lot of red. Yep, major indices from London to New York just tumbled, and tech stocks, they got hit the hardest. So, this widespread drop wasn't random at all. It was driven by a specific mood gripping the market. And that mood has a name, risk off. It's a key term to really understand what happened here. So what's that mean? Well, simply put, it's when the market's main emotion shifts from greed to fear. You can see the clear switch here. Investors go from being optimistic to, well, just plain fearful. It wasn't just one thing. It was basically a perfect storm of three key concerns. Let's break down that first domino to fall, some troubling news from the US job market. That's the number of job cuts announced by US companies, and that was just in October. Next up, a fog of uncertainty rolled in from Washington, D.C., making investors even more nervous. Yet with no official data, investors felt like they were flying blind. That really added to the mood. So panicked investors didn't just sell stocks. Nope, they started a classic flight to safety. As you can see, investors dumped riskier stuff like stocks and poured their money into traditional safe havens.
Won't play that and bore you too much, but it's a 2-minute insight into exactly what's happened, the levels and everything. So it's on the YouTube channel under podcasts, and you can have a look at those. There's 2 a day every day, just to help people keep informed in the markets. So yeah, the options are pricing. So we're in the money already on the options. We bought them through what are the options priced at the moment? Indices, options, US 500. So we bought at 11.76. If you want to buy in now, they're at 13, 14. So we're in the money already. And we've got the system trade here that is in the money. I'll just get rid of this green band so we can actually see. What will be interesting here is we still have, I've got my pen here. There we are. We've still got this closing gap to fill. Is the market going to take a respite here and then come all the way down and search out R3 on the 4-hour and turn very, very negative? If we get under the, so right, here's something for you to just a little is it a tidbit or a tip? I don't know what you want to call it. 200 EMA on the 4-hour. If we get some price acceptance under that, and under the 200 EMA, what I mean by price acceptance is that if I'll just mark up this bar, that's a 200 EMA. So there we go, 200 EMAs there. If we drop down into a 30-minute, not 30-second, 30-minute, right, got a big rejection pin there. If we can get a 30-minute close under the 200 EMA after the cash, and we've got a full bar. Oh, that's not after the cash. Open. Right. Here, obviously, I'm looking for 30 minutes after the flipping market cash, and obviously it's only it's only 15 minutes old. So we're looking for 30 minutes after here. If we get a closing candle, body and wick, and then a break of that means the market's fully accepting this is a low price, and then we can consider that the market is fully bearish. But we're more than likely going to see the dippers come in, buy the dippers. So what we want to do here is we're nearly to the full target. We don't want to lose any money, so he's going to run a stop to entry there, just to make sure that we manage our risk as far as practicable. Okay. Hayden, you keep asking questions that are totally irrelevant to what we're doing. I can't answer any questions on things that we're not doing at the moment. It's not fair to everybody else in the room. You're taking everybody's time up in the room. The questions you are asking, quite interestingly, the answers are all in the videos on YouTube. I think we do have an issue. I can see on the video that a lot of people start to watch the video, get bored halfway through, stop, and then ask loads of questions. Whereas if you just watch the video all the way through, the answer's in there, and then you won't have to ask the question. The answer's in the video. Do we care about the price action for the trend when we're doing a 15-minute bar? Of course we don't. We do care about price action when we're looking at it. That price action is under the 9 EMA, so a negative price action, but we've got a positive 1 hour. Sorry bothering you, sir. It's not bothering me, but what you're doing is stealing everyone's time to answer your particular question. What I would say is, if you do have a question, I answer every single question, is put the question in the comments, and then I can answer you direct and not take everyone else's time up. But what I would say is, you are clearly not watching the videos and just punching at questions. So I'm not going to answer the question because the answer's in the video. If you watch the video, and then have a problem, I'm more than happy to help. But if I spend my time, hours, minutes, hours preparing a video to teach people, then people can't be bothered watching, then, well, do you know what? You probably don't need to be trading. Right, so I'm going to do another trade in here. This is a pin in the ass. We nearly got there, didn't we? We nearly got there, and it is going to get there now. So now we're going for, I wanted to try and keep money in our pockets, and we've got some big indecision on camera breakout long. You watch every video, read every comment. So if you put that comment that you've made now in this live stream after we've finished, so I remember, then I'll give you a full answer if you don't understand, because if you don't understand, that's a different matter. It means I've probably not been clear enough in the video. So if I've not been clear enough, then I do apologize. I'll answer the question after we've done the live stream. No problem at all. God, this is buggering around, isn't it? I think that's a technical term, isn't it? So we just missed that by a midge's what's it, didn't we? We wanted 11 and it did 9.3. This is why, when it rushes up, if it doesn't complete an average true range move, then the best thing you can do is not snatch the profits. The best thing to do is to come out on a break even, because it didn't work, and it doesn't work the second time around either. Once you've had that impulsive move go up and it hasn't worked, then you need a stronger signal, and the stronger signal will be a 15-minute bar reversal now, because the market is showing its hand as particularly weak at the moment. You just got to be patient. So what I have done on the, where's my website? I've got the website up. Here's the website. So the website here, I won't bang about the daily edge because, well, I just won't. If you haven't got it, you need your head read. But I say that every time and nobody really bothers, apart from a new guy, Todd, who's got it, which is great. So there's some people that want to be in front of the market. So these free resources here. So all these free resources now I've got videos on them. So what I've done, I've used some AI technology to transform these into videos as well. So I'll be doing those videos, and I may well put them, they'll definitely be in the training room, but people Hayden, never mind. I'll just unsubscribe. Have a great life and good health and strength. Oh dear. Yeah. So there are some people that it takes all sorts, doesn't it? Well, let's just say that. Some people will make traders, other people just will not, as long as they breathe oxygen. And it's probably best if they stop while they're ahead. If they're completely demystic, having issues, then on YouTube, then I'm quite happy to answer comments. But if they're not getting the simple messages, that means they're probably losing money, and please stop trading if you're losing money. So all these here, there are videos for all these now, and I'm not sure whether I'm going to put them on YouTube. I might put them on YouTube under a membership. So I keep putting hours into all these and I keep giving them away and get very little feedback for it. My main feedback that I really enjoy and welcome is the guys in my private trading room, but I'm not getting too much feedback from the guys on YouTube. But I'm just doing it to help people. So I might set up an area on YouTube where if you've downloaded all these things, you can get access to all the videos that support all this, which will go somewhere to help people. Maybe I'll have to have a little think about that. Yeah. What is WFTV? Am I losing the plot? Guys in the room, cheers, Paul. Yeah, you're right. There are. Yeah. All I can do is try and help. Does anyone know what WFTV is? If you know in the room, if you know what WFTV is, shout it out. You can't shout it out on YouTube, can you? You can't be interactive. Oh, bugger. So this ATR bounces, flipping well being done. Never mind, but it gets the point. You're better off trading and coming out at scratch than risking money and losing it if the price action doesn't go the way you want. 15-minute bar, guys, is what we're going to do. It looks like we might have a bigger setup, a larger setup than this one. Walking Football TV. Walking Football TV. Still don't get it, but I do know over in Spain when well, I don't know if they do it in England, but when people are interested in football and get a little bit past it, there are leagues called walking football where you're not allowed to run with the football. It's watching a very slow car crash with pensioners. Everyone's walking, kicking the ball, and all shuffling very, very slowly, watching a slow car crash. So I might be a little bit dim, but anyone in the room know what the inference is? Walking Football TV.
No idea, Steve.
But no.
No,
Where did that come from?
it's in the YouTube comments. Dave Brooks.
No.
I wish I could understand him. It's probably funny. I just don't get it. Or am I? Is the inference that I'm slow? I don't know. Right, okay, so we watch this trade not lose, watch this trade just walk away from us. The good thing is the call option that we've got now is 15 that we bought for 11, so happy days. It's just my YouTube channel. Oh, right, okay, okay. Cheers. Thanks. Oh God, I hope you don't live in Spain and do walking football, do you? They'll put me. We foot right in it, have I? I hope not. Oh dear. Right, 15-minute bar about to going to set up here. Hopefully that would be good. The other thing you'd be interested in, now we're down and dirty in the detail here, is this line here, this line in the sound. Oh, flipping it! That was the wrong button to press, wasn't it? This line in the sound. Walking football. I wonder if Belinda's watching. Say hello if you're watching. She knows the walking football crowd. Goes to the dinners. I'll have Zimmer frame races. Actually, I shouldn't say all this. We're live, aren't we, on YouTube? I'm going to get a good kicking for this. I know it. It's all right. There's only me thinks I'm funny. Is Belinda watching? Yes, she is. Hi, B. Do not tell the walking football crowd about this YouTube. I'll get done in and next time spotted in Spain. Certainly don't tell Steve. Yeah. Right. Have you done your COVID test yet? I won't talk about it on here. Right, 15-minute bar. This is only 5 minutes. So Hayden's gone. It's not a proper live stream or a proper trading session if I don't hack somebody off. Entertaining. Right, crude. As crude. Why didn't I get alerted on crude on this? It's alerts. The alerts aren't happening now at the moment. Right. Okay. No. So we've got quite a large. Stop there. Spreads 3. Around that 52. That's 55 plus 1. 56 pips. And can we do a BRN issue there? Where did it stop last time? Yeah, just below it. 56 and 56. That is a 15-minute bar. We are sprung loaded to the downside. Ideally, it's nothing like this setup that was that we kind of managed to do. Or I should say, I didn't manage it. Kevin Moody, walking football comp in Torry last weekend. Teams that came over. Oh God, yeah. Sorry, Kevin. Yeah, Kevin, you're in Almaradi, aren't you? I think, yeah. Almaradi. Comp in Torry. Belinda might have been at that comp in Torry because she's in Torrevieja. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Kevin, do you do walking football? Oh God, I'm going to do myself a flipping gravy. Everyone does walking football. You play in England, in Manchester. You're a mank. Not actually seen the fucking football. I just had a brief from Belinda of what do they call him? The one that always is used to dodgy knee. What do they call him? Running someone or other. Belinda said they used to complain. One of the guys, he's 80. It was 82. Did walking football. It was 82. I think I remember her saying, and he kept getting pulled up because he was doing too much running. They call it, what's his name? Running someone or other. Everyone's complaining. Right, sorry, we should be trading, shouldn't we? Did say 56, didn't we? Just want to double check. So, Kev, if you're around, I can buy you a beer and a dog on Running Brian. That's him. Yeah, cheers, Running Brian. He wouldn't start. He couldn't walk. He used to run everywhere. It beats the object of walking football, doesn't it? Running. So what we're going to do, we're going to have a direct break, a punch down through here at 49, 59.49. So I will be in the dog on Saturday night. Will I be in the dog on Saturday night? Probably. Or Belmonte's. One of the two. I'm going to stop talking about walking football then, because half the audience all play bloody walking football. So shut up. Right, so we're looking for a short on crude. And I'm going to put some alarms on on the BRN. In fact, the last swing laws, if and when this does break, it should break, then I think I'm looking for a much larger target than that. So let's have a look. What did I put in daily edge? All right, I think you get back to trading. Yeah. Sorry, Dave. Yeah. I'll get back to doing a bit of trading. That's what we're here for, aren't we, really? Where is the daily edge? What did I write? Oh, there it is. It's on a different screen. And next week, we're going to start our jibber jabber. I don't know what to call it. We're going to do probably on Wednesday. We're going to go live in the room, so you better see more than my ugly mug. And then we're going to do a podcast whereby we talk about trading. If anyone wants any topics talked about, we can talk about that. And we'll do some live trading as well, straight into the markets, prove that some of the strategies we've got actually do work really, really well. And we'll do that probably on a Wednesday, maybe. Wednesday afternoon, maybe. I don't know. If people got any ideas or interested in watching a podcast or participating, and in fact, if you actually, what we could do a podcast in the room. We could invite some of the YouTubers for the podcast into the trading room. I don't know. We'll see. Right. But if anyone has got any comments, and right, I was looking for crude, wasn't I? What did I say? Right, sell any strength. And then in the video I said 60-40. And we want to front run the BRNs. Big round numbers. So we're just waiting for that to happen. It's a shame we've got a bit of spiky action here, because it's only on 15 minutes, but there's a potential head and shoulders setting up there. But the key trade really was a rejection here and heading towards the BRNs, this one and further down. Not sure whether that's going to happen now. Let's go back and go through the US 500. So we've got we're still not getting the 15-minute bar. I'm not going to short this. It might take a bit to come around, but I think a 415 reversal, if we break this level now. Now we've seen this high test here that's been rejected. We just want to break structure. If we can break structure with the 15-minute bar, that closes above the 9 EMA, And this is a massive misconception and you get with comments on YouTube is, do you trade when the market breaks, when the price breaks the 9 EMA, or do you use the real price? Which is a peculiar question when every time in the video and in the guide, it never says when it breaks the 9 EMA. Always says, and I always say, when you close above the 9 EMA. Now, if you're going long or when you're under the 9 EMA, so let's just take an example here. This would be closing above the 9. So there's, can I make a big candle so we can see? Large candles. So if we were going short, the market opens here and closes here, does a test low and then closes. So if this was short, that is the close. So you're under the 9 EMA, not breaking it, under it. There's one there that closes under it, but the wick is longer than the body of the candle. So that tells me following this is going to be indecision or reversal, indecision. Then the market accepted the price as being the highest point possible and then come down, but then closed here. So it closed, it's never a break, ever a break. On candles, it is a break using a fractal, which is a completely different strategy. So if you're trading up, the market here accepts the price as being the lowest possible. It's gone all the way up for a high test and then it's rested, but it's actually closed above the 9 EMA. That's the key. It's where does the price action close? Not breaking, close. Very, very important. So I hope that clears things up. Maybe there wasn't a question there to answer, but you never know. Getting bored watching this market just come down. I'm just not going to chase the market going down. It's just not. If the market rocks into full bearish territory today, which it might well do here, I've got some calls for above 67. I would be very, very tempted if the market could come down and test this 4-hour resistance level down here all the way back from October the 22nd. If we could get another test, maybe on 15 minutes, then I would be really interested in going long, trading using, I guess you'd call it a psychological edge. Everyone be watching and looking to buy a bit of value here. It's too early for the sun to rally. Let's just go and have a look. Are we going to get a double test? If we get a double test into this area, then that is something I would be interested in trading. Other than that, we're looking at a 15-minute bar reversal. And that's not going to happen in the time frame. Right, I've got 5 minutes before I have to run.
Steve, the DOW is on the move
Right.
for the close.
Cheers. Right, can we finish the DOW off? Put the frackers on. I think this market's not going to suffer from being suppressed for very long. All the Mickey Longs. Is Mickey Long in? Is Mike in? Probably wouldn't say yes anyway if he was in. No, he's obviously not. He'd probably just say bugger off or something. Right. So breaking, we get structure. Do we want to go on the 1 minute and give it a fracker break up if we can? I think it's only 50 odd pips, isn't it? We want to add to it 60 pips. We really need to be 75 aware. There is a fractal break here, but it is not breaking structure. Dave Brooks, will that be on your tube or just members? It depends what you're talking about, Dave. Do you mean live? I don't know what to call it. Live jibber jabber. I don't know. If it is, if that's what you do mean, then yeah, if you want to be on camera, show your face, having a chat, then fine. We can do that. Looks like we've got a fractal break setting up here. But ideally, the market will set that fractal break here, do a little pull down, and then break up. But it doesn't looks like it's just it's not going to do that, does it? Yes. Well, if you're happy to do that and go on camera and sit with the last of the motley crew, then yeah, no problem at all. If you can remind me, because all the comments I don't think are saved, if after the live stream anybody that wants to come on and have a start the first jibber jabber session next Wednesday, then you can come in the room for the day and we'll stream it live on YouTube in case anybody else just wants to watch. Oh, $44 pips, guys. Finish the rest off there. 44 pips on that break up there. So that'll be a full 1% and we'll make this risk-free now. In fact, risk, you could, yeah. So we're just taking a 1 minute fracker. So if anyone wants to come onto the, I think it'd be webinar or whatever, next Wednesday, I'll have to put an advert, not an advert out, but you know, a notification on YouTube. If anybody wants to talk about anything trading whatsoever, do my best to answer it. And while we're there, we'll cruise the markets, looking for opportunities, and then we'll trade them live as well. That might be interesting.
Sounds good.
Yeah, why not? Be good. Are you up for it, EJ?
Yeah, I'm up for that. That sounds good.
Yeah. Oh, we're in. Come on. Did you get the call? Did you put the calls in, EJ, as well?
Yeah, I put the calls in.
Happy days. So
Yeah.
it's 16 now on the calls.
Looking good.
Can you hear that cash register? Ah, let's finish this close off. You can see the 1 minute structure there. For people who've got fractals, if you want to change, you can get the fractals from the website if you don't have them. And you can we'll just increase the size so you can see on the stream. It's a lot easier to see. Come on, let's just get this impulsive move to the top side. My head's pointed to one side because I'm looking to see where crude has gone. Surprised that crude is so slow. Yeah, gold's only up 0.3 now. It's 14 points up from the close. Where's crude? Oh shit, yeah, I've got to be aware, haven't I? Bugger. Yeah, so leave crude where it is. I forget I've got to pack up and get out of this place. Otherwise I'll miss me transport. Right, anybody that wants to that are interested in coming on next Wednesday's Jibber Jabber, maybe Wednesday afternoon, make sure if you leave some comments, leave your interest after the live stream. We can do that. I was supposed to finish 3 minutes ago, and I've got to leave the house at 3:30. So I'm going to have to run, which is a real pain in the ass because it's getting interesting now. A quick look at gold. I think the bots are trading gold at the moment. I've not done anything on gold at the moment. I'm waiting for 15 minutes. That was a nice 15-minute bar, but I needed a break of that. So I'm letting the bots take the strain at the moment. And if I see anything later, then I'll be trading it. But there we go. Any quick questions before I run, guys? I'm going to have to cut it short today because I have to run out.
No, all good.
No, okay. Well, I'll see you all in the morning, and be interested to see how everyone got on. All right, guys. See you later. Bye-bye.
See you later.
Cheers, Steve.
Thanks, Steve.